Hi everyone, welcome to EE101 channel, sharing industrial news and knowledge about residential and commercial PV inverters. This is Rachel. Today we are going to talk about why 3 mppt inverter between 6 to 10 kilowatt becomes so popular in Australia. If you are considering installing solar energy system for your home, you may want to know what is the best system size for you. According to industrial experience, 6.6 kilowatt solar system not only is affordable but also meets the approval process and export licensing requirements of most Australian power grids. For families with adequate budget, many of them may choose 10 to 13.3 kilowatt solar energy system. The following factors may determine families' choice of solar and inverter size. 1. The size of your home, that is the roof area. 2. Your household electricity consumption. Of course, it's easy to overlook that. 3. Compliance with Australian safety requirements. About the first point, the mainstream real estate product in Australia is a house with land, which is an independent house. The 2021 census shows that more than 80% of Australians live in such a house, or a unit with a separate piece of land. Such kind of house usually has a roof with 3 orientations. That requires the inverter to have 3 MPPTs. Here we briefly explain the role of MPPT. MPPT, Maximum Power Point Tracking System, is an electrical system that enables photovoltaic panels to output more electric energy by adjusting the working state of electric modules. Put it in simple words, it is only with it that the electricity generated by the solar panel can be captured as much as possible into the inverter for use. Each MPPT system can only track solar panels in one direction. So when your house has 3 roof orientations, you need inverters with 3 MPPTs to ensure that the working efficiency of all facing solar panels is tracking by MPPT and efficiency is maximized. The roof condition shown in the following figure is very common in Australia. According to a survey, the electricity consumption is not only related to the living standard and the way of the family, but also related to the place of the house. The per capita electricity consumption of East and South Australia is obviously higher than that of Western Australia. The average daily consumption of a family is about 24 kilowatt hours to 30 kilowatt hours. Most families don't have smart appliances, electric car. If there are several children who stay at home all the time, they may need more electricity to power the entertainment facilities. Of course, your power consumption may also depend on your future plans, such as whether to add an electric car or a swimming pool pump. Australia ranks first in the world in terms of per capita per ownership, and for many homeowners it's unacceptable to run the water pump and filter at night when the electricity charge is cheap, because the noise is too loud. Running the pool 8 hours a day is really eating electricity. Therefore, when the daily consumption of a family is 25 kilowatts, a 6 kilowatt inverter is required. Under perfect conditions, a 6 kilowatt inverter can generate 6 kilowatt hours of electricity for 1 hour at full capacity. In a world, it can generate 24 kilowatt hours of electricity for 1 day. Under perfect condition, a 10 kilowatt inverter can generate 10 kilowatt hours for 1 hour at full power. In general, it can generate 30 to 40 kilowatt hours per day. Therefore, when the household budget is insufficient to support higher power inverter, 6 kilowatt is appropriate to meet their needs. If the budget is sufficient or the household consumption is large, higher power inverters are the choice. and the surplus electricity can be fed into grid for yield. 3. The point most important and easily overlooked: local grid requirements. You may use single-phase electricity in your home. That is, there is one line wire from grid to your home. Or three-phase, that is, there are three line wires from grid to your home. Single-phase electricity is actually quite common. For example, the requirements of some power companies in New South Wales are as follows. In the requirements of essential energy, 5 kilowatt inverter can be installed in each phase. However, in some regions such as Queensland, there is restriction of the installation of inverter with a maximum power of 10 kilowatts, but the output to the power grid is limited to 5 kilowatts. In this case, a maximum of 13.3 kilowatt photovoltaic modules can be installed. This situation is especially situated for families with swimming pools, high power consumption, air conditioners, and other power consumption electrical equipment at home, which cannot only meet their own needs but also output electricity to the power grid. Therefore, for such situation, it's more suitable to install 10 kilowatt inverters. Next, we can compare the performance of some modules of mainstream brands in terms of mppt. You may notice that there is another data in our comparison table, that is mppt voltage range. In Australia's latest safety regulations, there is a requirement that the input voltage of inverters should not exceed 600 watts. What is the rule of this voltage range? It is used to determine the number of photovoltaic panels in series. That is to say, the larger the range, the larger the number of photovoltaic panels that can be installed in each direction of your roof. When the minimum voltage of mppt is as low as 80 watts, 3 photovoltaic panels connected in series are able to start the inverter for operation. When the mppt voltage is as high as 600 watts on one roof direction, 14 photovoltaic panels can be connected in series to output power to one string of DC input of the inverter. When there are two strings on one mppt, two groups of photovoltaic panel area with the same number and brands can be installed on roof in the same direction. This may sound a little complicated. To put this simply, the more the quantity, the better it is. This figure can show what is one string of DC input. On one string of DC input, the maximum number of photovoltaic panels that can be connected depends on the mppt voltage range of inverters. So you see, as a very important member of the inverter, mppt provides so many powerful functions to the inverter. Only when the voltage range of mppt is large enough, the number of mppt is large enough, and the more the strain in each mppt, the inverter can deliver more benefits to the families, which means that it can be applied to roofs of different types and orientations and accommodate more photovoltaic panels on your roof. Let's summarize. The each energy single-phase 6 to 10 kilowatt inverters have 3 mpps. Each energy three-phase 5 to 30 kilowatts ones have 3 mpps, and each energy is the only brand that have 3 mpps for 5 to 15 kilowatt inverters. For the above rooftop, 3-phase inverters with 3 mpps are needed, and each energy is the only brand that meets the needs. Okay, that's all. Please follow us on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you.